moving forward, so I have given a primary idea about environmental pollution. So now we will categorize them in the typology. So firstly, we can say it is written that there are different types of pollution. That means there are different types of pollution. I have said pollution of each and every element of the environment can be held under a separate pollution. But mainly, like if we just give a summary, all the pollution can be held under these four type of pollution. That is water pollution, that means the pollution of water, and we all know what is water. Then air pollution. Air is a substance that we obtain from the atmosphere, that means the thing that we breathe also. So air pollution. Soil pollution. Soil, we all know what is soil. Okay, and then we have noise pollution. That means noise also is termed as sound pollution. And soil pollution is also termed as land pollution. So yes, in this chapter we are going to talk about the causes, effects, how this pollution is occurring one by one. Okay, so firstly, we will talk about air pollution. So air pollution is the most major pollution among the four pollution. Okay, so firstly we will see what is the definition of air pollution. Air pollution is the addition of harmful gases, dust particles, smoke or odor in the air. Okay, so air pollution means pollution of the air. So while cooking our dish, we have certain recipe. Okay, like in the recipe of frying fish, we need fish, we need some spices, we need salt, we need oil to fry. So there are some certain bounded things that we need to put for frying the fish. So our air is also composed of certain amount of gases or certain amount of we need also the air also need a certain composition, like for the recipe of frying fish we need a fish, we need some spices, we need salt in some accurate amount. Like if we just give excess amount of spices in frying fish, it will just make the taste bad. Similarly, if in our air we have certain amount of composition of gases, so air is a mixture of certain gases like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. But we have these gases in the air and other gases also. So among the gases of the air, we have fixed limit. Like this amount of gas is suitable for the air. Like for frying fish, we need a certain amount of salt. If we put more salt, it will just make the taste worse. Similarly, if any of the gases of the air, the amount of gases of the air is increased or decreased, it will just make the air polluted or harmed. So this is the basic condition for air pollution. Similarly, addition of dust particles, smoke, odor. That means odor means smell, bad smell. That means extra things. That means if we just put sugar or butter in the fish fry, what will happen? It also will make the fish fry bad. So yes, addition of extra harmful thing, that means dust particle, harmful gases, smoke or smell, also increasing in the number of the gases, that means imbalance of the composition of air also pollute the air. So I hope you are clear what will talk about the causes of air pollution. So firstly, smoke emitted from the vehicles. Okay, so from the smoke emitted from the vehicles, we get carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide and also other toxic gases. Okay, so the amount of carbon dioxide in our air that is actually normal is very less. That is also less than 1% actually. But due to the emission of smoke from the vehicles, the amount of carbon dioxide emission is getting more. Thus, it mixes with the air and thus finally results in the pollution of the air. Okay, I hope you have understood the first point. Smoke emitted from burning wood. Again, by the burning of anything, we get a lot amount of carbon dioxide. That means this same gas. Thus, by the burning of wood, similarly, the amount of carbon dioxide results in the increase in the air and thus it pollutes the air. And then throwing garbages. Okay, so you will see many people just throw garbage here in there. So it also actually pollutes the soil. But due to the throwing of garbage in open space, a different type of odor is emitted, and from the odor, several bad smell and chemical gases actually evaporate in the atmosphere, and thus it mixes with the composition of air. That means adding of unwanted gas. That means also addition of wrong element in a pudding, like addition of salt in a puddings. So similarly, the extra harmful and unwanted gas just mix up with the air and it results in the pollution of air. Then urinating here and there in open space. So you will see lots of people just randomly urinate here and there. They have actually lack of sense, or I don't know. Actually, they are very foolish people. They just urinate in the roadside. Maybe they actually don't know why, that about environmental pollution or air pollution. But you are intelligent. I know that you are learning what is environmental pollution, what causes air pollution. So you will not do this type of activity, foolish activity. So due to the urination of here and there, that odor just evaporate and different type of gases also evaporate in the atmosphere, and thus the environmental pollution is occurring. That means air pollution happens. Okay, smoke emitted from the industries. So from the industries, different type of gases like carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide. That means some harmful and unwanted gases which are to be present very little amount in the atmosphere, but due to this type of activities, that means due to the industrial war, the amount of gases emit in large amount, and thus it results in the pollution of air. Okay, moving forward, now we will talk about the effect of air pollution. That means what happened for causing air pollution. Okay, so firstly, global warming. We all know, I have already discussed what is global warming. That is the increase of the temperature of the earth. So since the formation of earth, the temperature is not same. It is increasing day by day, and mainly it is increasing due to the activity of human being. That means for causing environmental pollution. I have mentioned earlier the phenomenon of the glass covering and the production of crop in cold countries. So increase of carbon dioxide in the air. Carbon dioxide and also some other gases just keep the heat of the sun trapped inside the earth, and thus it results in the increase of the earth temperature. Secondly, we will talk about acid rain. So So what is acid rain? Acid rain, we know rain comes from cloud, and cloud is composed of water vapor. So when in the formation of cloud, some harmful thing is added, then this cloud actually falls down on the earth as rain, as acid rain. Like if just water vapor forms the cloud, we will just get normal cloud. And yes, one thing, how cloud is formed. So cloud is formed by the evaporation of water from the water bodies. Like water body actually evaporates in the form of gas. Like water is evolved in that upper area as water vapor, and later on by some process we will learn in the chapter of water how cloud is formed. But just learn something, just make sure that water forms cloud. So when in the formation of cloud, that means when some harmful gases actually are mixed with the air, and again cloud is formed by evolving water from the air, that means evolving water vapor from the air. But when some harmful things are also mixed with the air, so in the formation of cloud, that certain level of that harmful things are also just pushed down in the process of making cloud, and thus toxic cloud are formed, and thus we get rain which actually comes with acid, that means some harmful gases. So yes, acid rain occur, and that acid rain actually harms living beings and also harm the animals. That this type of rain is not suitable for us. Like if we just intake those water or use those water, it will affect us, it will cause harm to our skin and other organs. Then respiratory diseases. So I have said that we inhale oxygen from the atmosphere, that means we need oxygen to breathe, and we get that oxygen from the air. And in our air, when some other gases also are mixed, like other harmful gases, so with the inhaling of the gas that we need, that means oxygen, we also breathe some toxic gases. And we know we need oxygen to breathe, that means oxygen is only suitable for our breathing. If we just take other gases, it will result in the effect of our respiratory disease, respiratory organ, and thus it will affect the machine that is inside us, that means our organs. So thus it will result in respiratory disease. For example, we know a car runs by fuel. So we all know that a car runs by fuel, but if we just put water or other thing in the car, it will just destroy the car. I mean, it will destroy the machinery inside the car. Similarly, we need oxygen to breathe. So why do we just intake other gases? But due to air pollution, that means if we know a car actually take fuel from the petrol pump or the machines inside the petrol pump. Sometimes people actually mix water with the oil for just deceiving other people. So for this reason, sometimes the water mixed with fuel is put inside a car. So this actually harms the car system, machinery system. Similarly, with the addition of water, with the addition of harmful toxic substances that we don't need, actually mixes up with the oxygen, and while breathing we also intake those harmful gases, and thus it results in the affecting of our respiratory organ. That means we just fall sick, that means a different type of respiratory disease attack us. Okay, now we will talk about a question. That means we have a question here. So it says, which one mostly causes air pollution? Firstly, use of pesticide Smoke from industries, playing loud music, leakage of chemicals. Firstly, we have use of pesticides. So pesticides are used in soil, so it actually pollutes the soil. So it causes soil pollution. It can't causes air pollution. So it is not our answer. Secondly, smoke from industries. So while emission of smoke from industries, different type of toxic gases just emits and mixes with the air, and that causes air pollution. So our answer will be number 2. But just go let's go through the other option. Playing loud music. So music, playing of loud music can cause the pollution of air because it is affecting our ear. That means it is causing noise pollution. It's making loud sounds. So noise pollution. And leakage of chemicals. So chemicals in the form of liquid. Any type of leakage of chemicals either can pollute our soil or water bodies. So it can cause soil or water pollution. So here our answer will be smoke from industries. That means number 2. So number 2 is the answer.